Christmas time is family time. It is so good to be together, away from the normal pressures of life. It's especially special where young children are around, squealing with excitement. But you might be looking forward to students getting back from university, especially this year, or grown-up children with families of their own coming home. Maybe you're grandparents looking forward to seeing your grandchildren. I know it's not like that for everyone. Some have no family to share the day with, and it only increases their sense of loneliness and isolation. Also, it may be that this Christmas, even those with families may not be able to get together in the usual way. But whether or not we have the joy of happy, natural families, it is possible to be part of another great loving family, God's family. Yes, to be in such close relationship with the supreme, eternal Creator and be able to call him Father, or Abba, as the Bible sometimes calls him. Abba is how a child would have addressed his or her father in the Aramaic language, which Jesus would have spoken. Although it may have derived from the first sounds a young child would make, it was also the respectful way an adult would address their father. But it was still a warm, loving, personal term. Jesus taught his followers to address God as our Father, just as in the Lord's Prayer. Isn't that just amazing? To know God in that way, to have such a close relationship with him. How can that be? Just listen to these words from the Gospel of John in the Bible. But first, remember that a few days ago, we thought about the phrase, the Word became flesh, meaning that Jesus was God taking on human nature. John has this to say about him. He was the true light, which gives light to every man who comes into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, and the world did not know him. He came to his own, and his own did not receive him. But as many as received him, to them he gave the right to become children of God, even to those who believe in his name, who were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. When Jesus came into the world, sadly many did not recognize him for who he was. Many did not accept him, even amongst his own people, the Jews. He didn't match their idea of what the Messiah would be like. But there were some who did receive him with a believing heart. They received him as the one who had come from heaven to save us. And to these, Jesus gave the right to become children of God. They were given the privilege of becoming part of God's family, of being able to look up and call him Father. They did not become God's children by natural birth. We're not children of God simply because we're humans. He is not the Father of all mankind. Nor was it because they were born into a religious family, nor because of any human ritual they had gone through or good deeds they had done. None of these could make them children of God. They were born of God himself. Only God can make us his children. Only he can give us the heart, the nature, and the status of being his children. Those who received the Lord Jesus Christ and placed all their hopes and trust in him were born of God. They became part of God's family and could call the Almighty Maker of heaven and earth, Abba, Father. What was true then is true now. If you receive the Lord Jesus Christ with your heart, you too will become part of God's family.